Settle in, folks. Steve Harvey here, and we need to talk about your money. Now, I know money talk can make some people squirm, but trust me, this is a conversation you can't afford to miss. Whether you're just starting out, trying to get ahead, or looking to leave a legacy, understanding your money is the first step to changing your life. I'm talking about the difference between being rich, being wealthy, and being poor. These words get thrown around a lot, but do you really know what they mean? It's not just about what's in your wallet, it's about your mindset, your habits, and the way you see the world. These aren't just words, they're mindsets that shape your life. The way you think about money can open doors or keep you stuck. It can build bridges or put up walls. Your beliefs about money are powerful, and they influence every decision you make, big or small. It's not just about the number in your account, it's about how you think about that number and what you do with it. Are you making your money work for you? Or are you working for your money? Are you planning for the future, or just trying to get by? I've been broke, I've been blessed, and I've seen every kind of money story out there. I know what it's like to struggle, to hustle, and to finally see things turn around. I've learned that your financial journey is personal, but you're never alone in it. The way you handle your finances tells your life story. Every bill you pay, every dollar you save, every risk you take, it all adds up to the legacy you leave behind. Your habits today shape your tomorrow and your children's tomorrow too. Today we're going to break down the silent moves of the wealthy, the loud lifestyle of the rich, and the hopeful hustle of the poor. We'll talk about what you see, and what you don't see, when it comes to money. Because sometimes the quietest person in the room is the one with the most power. Why do some folks hide their money while others put it on display? Is it about confidence, insecurity, or something deeper? We'll dig into the reasons behind these choices and what they say about us. This isn't just a money lesson, it's a life lesson. The way you treat your money reflects how you treat yourself and the people you care about. It's about respect, discipline, and vision. So, if you're ready to change your financial future, like, share and subscribe to House Money Inc. Join a community that's all about growth, learning, and building a better tomorrow, together. Get comfortable, put your listening ears on, and let's get into it, Steve Harvey style. I promise you're going to walk away with something you can use no matter where you are on your journey. We're about to change the way you look at your bank account forever. You'll see that money isn't just a tool, it's a key to unlocking your dreams, your security, and your peace of mind. Let's talk about the real difference between looking rich and being wealthy. One is about appearances, the other is about substance, one fades, the other lasts. This is about more than just dollars. It's about freedom, security, and legacy. It's about building something that lasts, for you and for the people you love. Ready? Let's go. Your money story starts now. Let's break it down, and let's make it a story worth telling. Let's get clear on what we mean by poor, rich, and wealthy. Poor means living paycheck to paycheck, always worried about the basics. Rent, food, bills. It's survival mode, and I know that struggle. Rich folks, they've got high incomes, big houses, fancy cars, and a lifestyle to match. But their money comes in fast and goes out just as fast. If that income stops, so does the lifestyle. Wealthy people play a different game. Wealth isn't about how much you make, it's about how much you keep and grow. They own assets, real estate, stocks, businesses. Their money works for them, not the other way around. Wealthy folks might drive old cars and live simply, but their net worth is high and their future is secure. The poor are surviving, the rich are spending, and the wealthy are building. Lose a job? The rich panic. The wealthy keep earning. Understanding these differences is the first step to changing your financial future. It's not about income, it's about ownership and mindset. Let's move forward. Let's look inside the mind of the wealthy. It's not always what you expect. The truly wealthy don't live their lives in the spotlight, and their strategies are often hidden in plain sight. Their approach to life, money, and success is subtle, intentional, and deeply rooted in values that go beyond just making a quick buck. Rule number 1, don't talk about money, move in silence. The loudest person in the room is rarely the wealthiest. Instead, the rich let their actions and results speak for themselves, never feeling the need to broadcast their wins. True wealth doesn't need to announce itself, it's quiet confidence, not flashy displays. You'll find it in the details, a well-kept home, a sense of calm, and a lifestyle that's comfortable, but never over the top. The wealthy live below their means, invest first, and focus on growth. They're always thinking about the future, making sure their money is working for them, not the other way around. Every dollar has a purpose, and every investment is a step toward long-term security. You might think your neighbor's just a regular guy, but he's quietly building a fortune. He's not showing off, but behind the scenes he's making smart moves, buying assets, not liabilities, and letting compound interest do its magic. They buy quality, not flash, because a Ferrari is a toy, but an apartment building pays you every month. The wealthy understand the difference between things that look rich and things that actually make you rich. Their daily habits? Discipline, learning, and always looking for opportunities. They read, they plan, and they surround themselves with people who challenge them to grow. Every morning is a chance to get better, to learn something new, and to move one step closer to their goals. I know a real estate mogul worth hundreds of millions, drives a Lexus, wears simple clothes, and spends weekends teaching his grandkids about money. He values time with family over flashy parties, and he's more interested in passing down wisdom than showing off his wealth. He told me, "The goal isn't to look rich, the goal is to be wealthy. That means building something that lasts, something you can pass on, and never letting ego get in the way of smart decisions." The wealthy value privacy, assets, and the long game. They know that real security comes from what you own and what you know, not from what you show off to the world. Money is a tool for freedom and legacy, not a toy for show. It's about creating options, protecting your loved ones, and making sure your hard work benefits generations to come. They teach their kids about money early: trusts, investments, estate planning. Financial literacy is a family value, and every generation is set up to build on the last. It's a culture of building, not bragging. The focus is on progress, not praise. They celebrate wins quietly and keep their eyes on the next goal. The wealthy don't chase trends. They build foundations. They invest in things that last, like real estate, businesses, and relationships, knowing that true wealth is measured over decades, not days. Their focus is on what lasts, not what shines. They're patient, willing to wait for the right opportunity, and never distracted by what's popular in the moment. That's the real power of quiet wealth. It's steady, it's resilient, and it grows stronger with time. It's not about impressing others, it's about securing your family's future. The real reward is peace of mind, knowing you've built something meaningful. That's the mindset you want. Quiet moves, strong foundations, and a legacy that lasts long after you're gone. Now let's talk about the rich, the ones who live loud. For many, money is about showing the world they've made it. Big houses, fast cars, VIP everything. It's a celebration of success. The rich upgrade their lifestyle every time their income goes up. Earn more, spend more, it's a cycle. But if that money train stops, the lifestyle collapses. Think about pro athletes or lottery winners. Big contracts, big spending, but no plan. 5 years later, the money's gone. They were rich, but never wealthy. It's not about judgment, it's about understanding the risk. When you come from nothing, it's tempting to show the world you've arrived. But a rich life built on income is shaky. The focus is on looking successful, not building real security. The rich say, "I am here," but it's all built on sand. The difference? Wealth is quiet and lasting. Being rich is loud and fleeting. Don't just chase the appearance, chase the reality. Build something that lasts. That's the lesson. Let's keep going. Let's talk about the poor and the need to feel seen. When you're struggling, sometimes you buy something flashy, a new pair of Jordans, a fresh hairstyle, not because it's smart, but because it feels good. Outsiders judge, but it's about dignity and hope. Sometimes that one nice thing is a way to say, "I matter." It's not logical, it's emotional. The culture tells you success is about stuff, so you grab a piece of the dream where you can. It's a cycle. Work hard, feel invisible, buy something to feel better, but stay stuck. That money could go to savings or debt, but the need for self-worth wins out. It's not just about bad choices, it's about the pressure to feel human in a tough world. The flashy purchase is a quick escape, but it keeps you trapped. The real solution? Financial education and breaking the cycle. Let's dig deeper. Why do the wealthy hide their money? First, safety and privacy. Flashing cash makes you a target for scams and trouble. Second, in wealthy circles, showing off is tacky. Old money values understatement. They know who's got it, they don't need to see a Gucci belt. Third, the wealthy know flashy stuff is a bad investment. Cars and clothes lose value, assets grow it. They ask, will this make me money or cost me? The answer shapes every decision. Finally, it's about freedom. True wealth means you can walk away from any job, travel, or fund what matters to you. High spending ties you down, you're a slave to your lifestyle. The wealthy want the freedom to live on their terms, not impress strangers. The ultimate luxury isn't a watch, it's not having to work if you don't want to. That's why they stay hidden. It's not secrecy, it's strategy. Learn from it. American culture shouts at you to buy, buy, buy. TV and music sell you the fantasy that your worth is what you own. Reality shows flaunt mansions and luxury, making it look normal. Music videos, especially hip-hop, push the image of success as cars, chains, and designer labels. Young people see this and think that's the goal. The result? The rich spend to keep up, the poor go into debt to feel included. The culture of flash is about making you a consumer, not an investor. It's a trap. Don't fall for it. Real success is about freedom, not stuff. Don't let TV and music write your money story. Write your own. Let me share some real stories. Stories that might sound familiar or maybe even remind you of someone you know. These are not just tales of numbers and bank accounts, but of choices, habits, and the real meaning of wealth. Take David, a highly successful surgeon pulling in $600,000 a year. On the outside, he had it all: a sprawling house in the best part of town, a brand new Porsche gleaming in the driveway, and a lifestyle that turned heads. He traveled first class, dined at the finest restaurants, and never hesitated to spend on the latest gadgets or designer clothes. But behind the scenes, David was drowning. The pressure to keep up appearances meant endless hours at work, barely seeing his family. His mailbox overflowed with bills and debt kept piling up. Despite his income, he felt trapped, rich in possessions but poor in freedom and peace of mind. Now meet Maria. She worked as an office cleaner for over 30 years, earning a modest wage. Every week she tucked away just $50 no matter how tight things got. She skipped luxuries, packed her own lunch, and wore the same winter coat for years. Over time, Maria used her savings to buy small rental properties. She learned about real estate, managed her tenants, and reinvested every extra dollar. She never chased trends or tried to impress anyone. She just focused on building a solid foundation for herself. Today, Maria enjoys a life of true security. Her rental income covers her needs, and she spends her days gardening, reading, and visiting friends. She's not flashy, but she's free, wealthy in the ways that matter most. Then there's the young musician. He landed a huge record deal and suddenly had more money than he'd ever dreamed of. He bought a flashy car, splurged on jewelry, and threw wild parties. But he never invested in his music or planned for the future. When the money dried up, so did the parties and the friends. The expensive things he bought lost their shine, and he was left alone, wondering where it all went. In the end, he was left with nothing but regret. A harsh lesson about the difference between looking rich and being truly secure. These stories highlight a powerful truth. David had a high income, but was trapped by his choices. The musician had fame and fortune, but it slipped through his fingers. Maria quietly and patiently built real wealth and freedom. The secret isn't about how much you make or how much you show off. It's about what you keep, what you build, and the habits you form over time. Small, consistent actions like saving, investing, and living below your means are what create lasting wealth. True freedom comes from discipline, not display. It's about making choices today that your future self will thank you for, even if no one else notices. In the end, it's the quiet, steady path that wins. The people who focus on what matters, security, relationships, and purpose, find the greatest rewards. Don't be fooled by appearances or quick wins. Start small, stay consistent, and build your own story, one step at a time. Anyone can do it, no matter where you start. Wealth is about the choices you make, not luck or flashy moments. Learn from these stories and remember, your journey to real wealth can begin today. So, what's the takeaway? You have a choice. No matter where you start, you can change your mindset. Value freedom over flash, assets over liabilities. Educate yourself, read, watch, learn about money. Understand compound interest, assets, and liabilities. This knowledge is more valuable than any car or chain. I'm not saying you can't have nice things, just don't let them own you. Build your foundation first, then enjoy the rewards. Discipline and patience are key. Ignore the noise, focus on your own financial house. If this message hit home, like, share, and subscribe to House Money Inc. We're here to help you build a life of true freedom. Don't just dream, act. Your wealthy life starts now. Go make it happen.